welcome back to episode number 7 of our FIFA career mode, FIFA 19 on the Nintendo Switch. We're at Everton, and it's been a mediocre season, but we're hoping to pick up some form. Now, we're just coming off the back of a 1-0 defeat at Arsenal, which wasn't the worst result in the world, but we're hoping for some wins now. So just looking at some news there, Jagielka not happy, not in the side, so pretty obvious that he's not happy, but can't see him getting in the side any time soon, so he'll be on the move in January, no doubt. And we're looking at the team for the next game here, which will be Fulham. Fulham at home. So you can see there, Immobile is out. That's the big news here. So we're keeping the 5-3-2 formation. Immobile is dropping to the bench, and Fernando Llorente starts. And our decision is who's playing off him, and we're going to give Richarlison a break, and Walcott is going to come into play in that second striker role just off of Llorente, and that's how we line up. Really hoping for a good result here. Should be one of the easier Premier League games. Promoted Fulham, and can we bounce back from that Arsenal defeat, get 3 points, which would be, we're sort of languishing in that mid-table at the moment. We need to push on. You see here the table, 11th, so we need to crack on and get a win. So let's get to the first action. And 8 minutes in, Walcott nips it off a defender, and Llorente tucks it away, and that's what we've been missing. Immobile can't take those chances, and Llorente gets his chance and makes an immediate impact with a goal straight away, in off the post. Lovely touch. And almost straight from the kickoff here, Fulham right back at us. Dribbles across the goal, and Zuma off the line. And hack it away, and we get away with one now. 36 minutes, and break by Joe Bryan down the left. Great pace, whips a lovely ball in. And Jean-Michel Zeri tucks it away, and that is a little bit against the run of play and a bit of a surprise, and Fulham have drawn level, and there's negativity around the ground, and that's a poor ball from Zuma. Sessegnon's onto it. Oh, and he's hit the outside of the post, and again we've gone to pieces a little bit. As soon as we get a knock against us, we seem to lose that confidence, and we end the half level 1-1, so weren't best pleased with that. So we made some changes at half time, switching to a 4-3-3, trying to be a bit more on the offensive. Just going to whiz through this in quick motion, but you see Richarlison gets back on, Walcott goes right, Llorente stays up front, and it's Mina that goes off for Richarlison. Now, right at the start of the half here, Llorente creating a chance for himself, but firing wide. Pretty tame effort there. Sort of midway through the second half, that's nice. And Baines picks it up on the left. Richarlison. That's a good ball on his right foot. Oh, Walcott should have done better. Oh, it's a lovely ball in, and Walcott, you've got to score those. He's 5 yards out. And then, Coleman diving in, already on a yellow card. That's just silly. And we didn't need that. Down to 10 men. Let's have another look here. It's a pretty bad one. Yeah, he's dived in there, and nothing too subtle about that. So towards the end of the game here, and Fulham are through, and they should have won it right there at the death. And that's the last action of the game, and finishes 1-1. Not the result we were looking for. We were looking for a win. Players seem pretty pleased with that, but I don't think the fans are. And there we are. It's just disappointing. We wanted a win. So, with that in mind, we're moving on to the next game. Well, before we do that, actually, because of the lack of performance in the last game, we're going to look at some training. And we're going to train these strikers up. And again, we're going to fast forward through this a little bit. But we're going to get some training done. I don't really look at the training too much, but improves the player, so might as well Might as well do it. We're going to set it on auto. I don't want to play through all the training. But there are some improvements across the board. So then the next game, I believe, is Leicester away. Coleman banned, so he'll be out. So we're looking for someone to come in now. And again, we're just trying to find a formation that's going to suit us. We haven't really settled on anything this season, which is pretty poor, really. We should be settled by now, but again, tinkering away, little tinker man. So we're going to go back to this 4-3-3, kind of inspired by England. Going to play with some width. And again, just going to whiz through this. Decided on a replacement for Coleman. We're looking at maybe Marcus Holgate. Keane, Zuma and Baines at the back. Sigurdsson, Gay and Cheek in midfield. And Llorente keeps his place and he'll play in the middle of Richarlison and Walcott again. It's more or less how we finished the last game. Obviously no Coleman, who was red carded in that game for 2 yellows. So he'll be missing for the next match. Last change there, Calvert-Lewin onto the bench. I think I changed my mind, I think, because we've gone for this wide formation 4-3-3. We've got Immobile on the bench, we've got Catrone on the bench. We didn't really want another central striker, so we've gone with Lookman in case we need some pace out wide. So here we are at Leicester again. Well, we slipped a little bit. We're 11th, we're down to 13th, but still that sort of bogged down in that mid-table. So let's see what we can get here. Then under 10 minutes on the clock, Richarlison down the left. Some good skill. Working his magic there. Oh, Walcott again. It was that Richarlison-Walcott combination. Richarlison cutting in on his right, getting a good crossing, and Walcott's header. This time hits the post. And Llorente with a little bender there, looking to curl one into the corner. This is much better from Everton, this game, actually. Richarlison through the middle. Good save, the keeper. But you can see already, you know, less than half an hour, we've had 3 really good chances. Still a 30-minute mark. Walcott drops the shoulder. Good play. Gets a corner. Corner's fired in. Bobbling around in the box. Falls to Michael Keane. And he's fired it into the corner. I say fired. It's more of a dribbler. Doesn't matter. They all count. And Michael Keane gets off the mark for the season. That's no more than we've deserved. We've really come to Leicester here and we've really taken the game to them. I think that 4-3-3 formation's working well. Not the greatest goal in the world, but we'll take that. So about 10 minutes later, Diabate should have done better. Got a deflection, I think, for the corner. And right at the end of the half, got 5 minutes of injury time here. They're in again. And Vardy crossing. Oh, and Adrian Silva should have done better. Goal was gaping at the far post, but we're going at half time 1 up. And we're happy with that. 10 minutes into the second half, Llorente. Simple save for Schmeichel. And 10 minutes to go. Gay slips it through. Schneidlin. Ah, it's a daisy cutter again. We really need to practice this finishing. We're going to train these guys up. And Schneidlin. That's a lovely ball. And Immobile, who at this point come on for Llorente and gets off the mark in this game anyway. And maybe a little spell on the sidelines has done wonders for Ciro Immobile. And he finally finds the net after a bit of a barren spell. That's a tidy finish. And puts us 2 up. A great result really here at Leicester. An away win. Crowd not happy. Leicester fans booing there, but that is a brilliant win for us. And I think we'll take that as a positive. That formation, the wide men using Richarlison and Walcott. And I think that's going to be the future, is to use that width and pace and try and create some chances. So we're back here after the Leicester game. Back at Goodison, getting some more training in. Giving some different people, some different players, some different training. And I think we're going to stick with this training between games because, as I say, it's improving the stats, and might as well make the most of it. Giving some of the youngsters some extra training there as well. So again, we're just fast forwarding through this because it's not the most interesting thing. So back on track with that Leicester game. Inconsistent this season, so we're looking to piggyback onto that win with another win. And I think the next game we've got coming up, if we get through this training, is going to be Crystal Palace at home. So should, in theory, be a good game to get another 3 points on. But look at Watford there, flying at the top of the table. So as we skip through the rest of the week, and you see coming up here, the Saturday game will indeed be Palace at home. So if you join us for the next episode, we'll get the Palace game done and whatever's coming up after that. You see the table in the bottom right there, with up to 10th again, so still all to play for. So join us for the next episode. Check back on my other episodes if you've missed any, and stay tuned for more FIFA 19 content. Okay, see you then. Bye.